Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. So today I'm going to be talking about the Brave browser and how you can earn free basic attention token, that's BAT, using the Brave browser. So this is a video I suppose I've been meaning to make for about 6 months now, and every time I've gone to kind of make the video, I've seen a new feature or an upcoming kind of feature that I kind of wanted to kind of look at. And also when it first started, it was desktop only. There were kind of various kind of issues with it, so I wanted to wait until it was kind of more widely kind of like rounded out. I wanted to make sure that the tips and that side of thing worked okay, that payouts were working okay and stuff like that. And now it's available not just on all desktop platforms but also on mobile platforms, so Android and iOS. So it really is now, I think, got to the point where it's a really kind of viable alternative to your current browser, be that Chrome or Firefox or Safari or whatever you're running. So let's start with the website. So brave.com is the website. You can download it from here. I will put a link below where you can actually download the software from. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything or anything like that, but I believe if you download it through my kind of link and sign up, then I receive a few BAT. I'm not sure if you receive a few as well. Not 100% sure on that at the moment. But if you go to the homepage, you can see available for both Windows, both 64 and 32-bit, Mac OS and Linux, and it is available in both the Play Store and Apple's store as well on iOS. So that's great. It's available on all platforms. Now, it's based on the Chromium platform, which is the same as kind of Chrome, so it does mean that a lot of your extensions, pretty much all your extensions, should work on Brave if they also work on Chrome. So that's a nice little additional touch. But the big idea behind Brave is it protects your privacy. So it blocks trackers, it blocks ads, anything kind of like that. It also does a sort of upgrade to HTTPS for some sites where they're just running HTTP. So there's lots of privacy and security reasons why you might want to switch to Brave. And obviously because it's blocking all those kind of additional kind of trackers and ads, it's a lot quicker than using kind of Chrome. So this is actually the browser here. If you actually click on the new tab, you'll see, now I've been using this browser for probably a couple of months. It's a relatively new machine for me, but you can see it's blocked 9,710 ads and trackers. There's been 7 HTTPS upgrades, and I've saved 9 minutes. So that's 9 minutes of time that I would have been sat here just waiting for trackers and ads to load. You can also see here on the right, so far this month, and we're only beginning of the 4th of the month, I've earned 2.1 BAT just on this particular browser. So if you are interested, links below to download the browser. You can always set it downloading while you watch the rest of the video. I'll put links to all these additional sites that I talk about now also in the description below. So as well as brave.com, they have a Reddit, so it's brave_browser on Reddit rather. Lots of useful information there, and if you do have issues or if you do have questions that maybe aren't covered by the main website, if you go into the kind of the Reddit subreddit, you can answer your question there. You might be able to just search, and a lot of people have already answered probably a lot of the questions that you've had. Now if we move over to Backgrowth, it's a really good site, backgrowth.com. This basically tells you how many publishers, so this is the other side of things. So if you just use the Brave browser, let me just show you this here. So this little triangle here is the rewards setting. So if you click on the rewards setting, if the website you're actually on is a Brave verified creator, then you can actually tip them immediately. But if you go to rewards settings here, this is where you switch on and off Brave rewards. And Brave rewards basically is a way of you earning BAT. So it works very much like push notifications. So if you go to a lot of websites now, they say, can we send you notifications with news stories and stuff like that? If you click yes, you'll get push notifications. Now in Windows it tends to be the bottom right of the screen. I think in Mac OS it's up at the top. On mobile they just kind of slide in, or they appear in your notification bar. But you can turn your rewards on and off like this, so you switch it on, and then basically if you switch it on, you will receive ads. This is the ads section here. If you go to settings, you can adjust how many ads you're receiving. So between 1 and 5 ads per hour. You're not going to be receiving that number of ads depending where you are in the world, depending on what platform you're in. You might receive a handful of ads a day, you might receive no ads for a few days, or you might receive like lots and lots. So it really does vary. At the beginning I was probably receiving, I think, more ads than I am now. But it probably depends somewhat on the platform. noticed that on my tablet, which is an Android tablet, I tend to receive more notifications than I do on my smartphone, which is also an Android phone. I have received probably more ads on my MacBook Pro, which was the original downloaded browser. So when I downloaded originally, I was working off my MacBook Pro. This is actually a Windows desktop machine. I don't seem to receive quite as many ads on this platform, but whether that's the actual platform or whether that's just because it's been a little bit later in the development cycle and there's lots more people using the browser, I'm not 100% sure. But you can see here estimated pending rewards, so 2.10 BAT. Next payment date is February the 5th, which is tomorrow. So everything that's been accumulated last month will go into our wallet tomorrow. And then you can set this as well, auto contribute. So what you can do is set that, and basically as you browse around the web, the sites you visit most often that are signed up as publishers to the Brave Rewards program will start receiving small amounts of your BAT. So you can set how much you want to contribute or auto contribute, so up to 20 BAT a month, and then you can switch that on and it will just be distributed across all the sites that you visit that are signed up, in proportion to how much time or how many visits you make to those sites. Now, if you want to verify your wallet, something I should say is that if you have the browser on multiple different machines, there's no simple way really of having the same kind of wallet. It will have a new wallet for each browser install, but you can link them all to the same Uphold account. Now, this is one of the reasons why I maybe didn't do the video kind of before. So if you click verify wallet here, you can see benefits of verifying is that you can withdraw the BAT that you're receiving. If you don't verify, all you can do is send the BAT to other people, although if you are a publisher you can send it to yourself to withdraw it that way. The wallets are run by Uphold, so this is Uphold here. Now the issue with this is that you do have to go through KYC in order to sign up to Uphold. It's available on both App Store and Google Play, so it's available for both kind of platforms. The app works pretty well, and the rewards that come through just get sent to your Uphold wallet. But obviously, if you have an issue with kind of KYC, if you don't want to sign up to KYC, not an ideal situation for you. Now, they have been saying for a while now that there will be additional wallet options in the future. I'm not sure when or if they will become available. I'm sure they will become available. I'm not sure, at this point exactly when, but it would be very nice to have them available for a non-custodial or a non-KYC platform. Whether they will be able to do that, because adhering to local laws, particularly in the US and places like that, I don't know. But Uphold works pretty well. If you do want to remove your BAT, or if you're a publisher and you want to remove your BAT, you do need to sign up to Uphold. Which brings me to the second part. So you can earn BAT just by browsing the web and opting in for ads, but the other side of things is the Brave Rewards program. And if we go back to BAT growth here, you can see here this is a total number of publishers. So in total almost 400,000 publishers, vast majority are YouTube channels. My YouTube channel is a verified publisher, so if you're on the Brave browser and you want to send me a tip, if you're anywhere on my channel and you click here, you can send a tip just quite easily, 1, 5 or 10 BAT, always gratefully received. But you can easily send tips to anybody who's verified once you're on the website. So 250,000 YouTube publishers, 45,000 Twitter publishers, 42,000 website publishers, and there's some really big sites on that now, including places like Wikipedia, 25,000 Twitch publishers, 22,000 almost Reddit publishers. So you can tip people on Reddit now as well using BAT. And then we've got 8,600 GitHub publishers, nothing for SoundCloud at the moment, but 3,500 Vimeo publishers as well. If we jump to the website publishers, you can see there's some really big names in here. So you've got Wikipedia, Xhamster, big porn site. You've got The Guardian, which is a large newspaper here in the UK, but WikiHow, DuckDuckGo, which is obviously the privacy search engine. But then some other big sites, so Vimeo, Archive.org, Washington Post, etc. So there are some very large sites now that are content creators on the Brave platform. If we go to YouTube, you can see some very large YouTube channels as well, Spinning Records, Trap Nation. So there are some decent sized publishers on the platform for you to tip if you like their content. Now the second side of things is that if you do have a YouTube channel or website, if you're on Reddit, if you're a Twitter user or anything like that, you can sign up for rewards. So you literally just go to publishers.basicattentiontoken.org. Again, all these links will be below. Click sign up, enter your email, and then you can link through your kind of like channels and stuff like that. Now what I'm going to do is just log in very briefly to my reward. So the way it works is you put in your email address, they send you a login email. So I'll just pause very briefly, and once that comes through, I'll just show you the platform. So here you can see the publisher section. So basically they email you a login link, you click that and it logs you in. So I've got a balance at the moment of 53.2 BAT. Now this will basically be paid out into my Uphold account, and I can log into my Uphold account and show you that in a minute. So you can see here your Uphold wallet's connected at the moment. The deposit is currency is BAT, obviously basic attention token. The last deposit date was January the 10th. The next one will be, I believe, payouts of February the 5th, so it'll be in the few days after that. As you can see here, we've got just under 50 BAT from last month ready to go, so it's been prepared and then it's reviewed, in progress and done. So it kind of steps through these little kind of progress kind of steps, and then it sends it to your Uphold balance. So that's basically what we received. If we click view statements, you can see the various little bits and bobs that I've used. So right back in June, received 57, then 14, 42, 32, 24, only 8 last month. I'm sure really well I was doing last month, but not a lot kind of came through. But you can see your statements, and then what you can do is link through to Uphold. And if I sign into this, again, I'll pause the video very briefly. Okay, so I've just logged into the Uphold account. Always enable your two-factor authentication on that. And then you get basically these cards. So you can swap between different currencies. It's also linked to Credern, so if you have coins in there, you can then sort of, well, not stake them, but you can send those to basically earn interest, like an interest account. But if we scroll down here, you can see here, so we've got YouTube, the Crypto Dave YouTube channel, we've got Twitter, we've got YouTube rewards there, and you can see here the balance 178.8, total balance, that's £34.06 in GBP because I'm in the UK. And then you can see here the recent history, just like we saw in the rewards when we went to the statements. You can see all those amounts just being sent in. So that's the way it works. If you do own a channel, one of the things you can do, if you own your own channel but you also are using the browser just on different machines, what you can do in order to consolidate your BAT is just send it to yourself. So you can go into a website that you own or a channel you own and just send the tips. So once they build up in all your different kind of browsers, you can do that. So you don't have to send it to other people, you can send it to yourself. But if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments below. Let me know if you're using browser Brave. It would be really interesting to know how many of you are already using it. As I said, I use multiple kind of browsers for different things, so all my crypto stuff I tend to have on kind of Brave, and then I'm still using kind of Chrome for some other work stuff, and I've got Firefox installed for some tracking and kind of statistics stuff. So I tend to use different browsers for different things, but Brave has become my kind of go-to browser, I think, probably now. I've got it installed on my mobile. It's my default browser on the mobile rather than Chrome now, as well as being on my tablet and also my MacBook Pro. So I really like the fact it's quick. I like the fact that it blocks a lot of the kind of tracking and kind of ads you would be getting, and I like the fact that you earn some BAT and then you can use those to tip publishers and people you like. So if you are a publisher on the platform, the other thing I should mention, so if you have signed up as a creator or a publisher, however you want to say it, let me know below. Put your YouTube channel or your Vimeo channel or whatever it is, your Twitch stream below, and once I've accumulated a few more kind of BAT this month, I will send you some tips. So let me know your channels below, particularly if you've got YouTube channels, but anything else as well, and I will endeavour to send you some BAT as a tip this month. Anyway, thanks very much for watching as always. As I said, if you can give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. It really helps other people find the videos, really helps the channel grow, so that would be fantastic. But ask me any questions below, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.